Good morning, everyone. This is Pat at the small wood lot. I'm inside the kitchen of the house right now, but I'm also 2 steps away from what's going to be my dining room. This room's eventually going to become the dining room of the house. It's an 1840s old house. But needless to say, I'm working on something. I'm working on that, my wood lathe. I just placed it up there a few minutes ago. You'll see later on in the video. I want your thoughts. That's an old lab table chunk. I'm thinking about sanding it down and giving it a new finish. Treat the ends a little bit better. Bind it up with a couple of carriage bolts going all the way through. I'm talking about this area here. But I'm torn. Do I really want to sand it down and remove the character from it just to pretty it up? I'm going to clean up the whole wood lathe in itself, but even still, because I'm going to plan on using this. This is a Montgomery Ward Powercraft wood lathe. I'm assuming it's from the late 1940s to maybe 1951, 52. It's a heavy unit. It's a belt drive, separate motor. I'm going to have some fun with it. It's been a long time since I've done any real turning. This was purchased when I got married 16 years ago by my wife for the lathe. And to give you an idea, I bought this lathe $20. It was the stand, the lathe itself, and the motor. I just came up with this piece of wood. So we're going to go ahead and get that all mounted up together in the next few videos. I got to bring the elevation of the lathe up about another 6 inches. So, or another 4 minimum, but I'm thinking 6. So I'm thinking another 2-inch square block here on the ends. So that'll be 4 of them, about 5 inches long. And then down at the feet, I'm going to just put a couple of crossboards at either 4x4 or 4x6, maybe another piece of this for temporary. Okay. My plans are a dust shield, a scatter shield for the back, vacuum setup, vacuum port setup to collect some of the shavings and stuff while I'm working. Let me know what you think. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the Powercraft wood lathe in what will be one day the dining room of my house. Okay, there's my cat Lindor, just having his way. But there's an issue here. I'm 6'2", and the wood lathe center, it's all the way down here at my hip. Well, they're telling me it should be up here, closer to my elbow. So if you look, the centers will be, well, it's down there at my wrist, really. If I stand here, I need to come up about 6 inches. I have that old slab of workbench art room table from work. That's probably going to give me roughly 2 inches additional height on the tabletop itself. I know I have to go ahead and brace it up a little bit higher even yet. But here's my thought. I don't like the idea of a complete slab directly underneath here at the bed rails of the lathe, because that means every time I have to go ahead and lift it out, clean it up, put it back down. So this is my thought. I am going to bolt that blank down on here drill out for my belt to go through. And I'm going to actually bolt it onto these two cross members. Maybe I'll go ahead and steal these two also from the motor. Bring one here and one down to the end. But I'm going to lift this up. I am going to put another block of wood, this width, in each corner from that table. That'll give me about 4 inches of clearance from here to here. So if I raise this 4 inches, in turn, this will raise 4 inches. Okay, so that'll give me roughly 39 plus 4, 43 inches. I still need to come up another 2 inches. So when I do that one, that'll be the easy part. I'm actually going to come up higher probably. I'm going to probably come up higher because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another 4x4 in the future, cut it down to 18-inch lengths, and I'm going to put under the feet. So that will make all the difference in the world of the height of this base. The motor, I'm going to come up with a different type of stanchion for it. I'm going to hinge it so I can just unlatch it here, lift the motor, change my speed, put the motor back down. Okay, I was thinking about inverting the motor up underneath the lathe, but that would require a new belt. I don't want to go through the hassle of trying to measure out a belt and try to get everything right by having the motor here and hang down against it. So my idea is raise the motor up, raise the bed, raise the frame, and I will have the proper height. The other thing I'm going to do while I have it in here is I'm going to clean up the wiring so I don't have electrical wires all over the place. Have a good day. Okay, I just have this sitting on a plank now. Okay, you can see I didn't bolt it down or anything like that. I didn't put my blocks underneath the lathe itself. However, this has now brought the lathe centers closer to the center of my forearm instead of at the height of my wrist. So I think another 2 inches will be just about right for the lathe itself, and then 4 more inches down here on the foot. And well, that's my thought process. Now keep in mind when this goes into the workshop permanently, it's going to be heavier than heck to move it for my boy and I, but it will also be probably anchored down. And somewhere's off the back of here, I'll probably come in with a vacuum port. One will come underneath the bed. That's the reason why I'm going to give it a little bit higher height. And be able to collect here, across from when I'm cleaning, here, and here when I'm turning. Okay? So other than that, it's just going to be clean it up, mount it up, and make things happen. Have a good day, everyone.